Hello, my beautiful Cancer. Welcome to your weekly reading. I'm switching things up a little bit. I hope you're not tripping about the way I decided to do things. I smoke marijuana, so I'm going to start off taking a hit, opening my third eye. Opening my frontal lobe. I've always read in this style, and I figure if I'm gonna be helping the collective, that I should be at 100%, and this is my 100%. Not saying that I can't do it without it, but I find that if I can be more in tune with spirit, then the better for the sake of the reading. Okay, so we're gonna start off with a spirit message, and then we're gonna jump into, I also smoke cigarettes, and I'm having some coffee here, some water. So yeah, we're gonna jump into the spirit message, and then we're gonna jump into the animal oracle deck, and also the fairies. So let's get into it. For some reason, they're telling me there's things we can never fully understand. We want answers. For some reason, I'm getting paranormal stuff. Well, let me see if that's just me watching too much Ghost Adventures. Hold on. Maybe it's significant. Yeah, I feel like there's things that you don't understand and you want answers to. Maybe it's not paranormal. Maybe there's a dynamic. Let's hear what else. Yeah, it's something about a person, group of people. I feel like you feel something happening in your relationships and in your friendships that you do not understand. Maybe it is paranormal. I think it's, yeah, that's what it is. Spirit wants you to know that there is a spirit world, and this is going to be very specific. Cancers probably would be challenged. Well, let's just say, I'm just going to give it to you directly the way Spirit's giving it to me, and it is point blank that there is a spirit world. So, and that might be difficult for you to hear that or to accept that when it comes so close to home, when it hits home so closely. I believe that you do believe there's a spirit world, but in regards to maybe family members that you have lost, or a lover, or a close friend, you kind of sort of don't look at that because you have a hard time accepting their passing. So yeah, that's what Spirit's wanting you to know, that even though they have passed on and you haven't fully probably accepted that, they're still available to you the way they were in the 3D. They're just an energy now, but they're still there, and they love to be acknowledged and to be, but in order for you to do that, you would have to fully accept that they are no longer with you in the 3D. But there is an afterlife, Cancer. So they're in the 5-dimensional world, but they're still there, is what they wanted you to know. And yeah, this is very specific. Let's get into your fairies. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's get into your animal spirit messages. I'm trying to tie out my cigarette. Okay, let's get into it. And also, I just wanted to add that with you being a Cancer and having to deal with the 5-dimensional, accepting that your loved ones are in the 5D, it's hard because your sign likes to live in the past. So you might be sabotaging yourself here and staying living in the past. So let's see. Okay, yeah. Very interesting. This is so interesting. Okay, so I think that this is you. The downward triangle with the line going through it is the alchemical symbol for earth. And here we have the wolf. And I believe this is you. Maybe you have lost someone close to you and it puts you in this energy of anger and non-acceptance. You feel cheated, you know. And here with maybe it's a loved one on the other side that's communicating this to you, and this is how this is not romantic at all. This is actually the loved one that you have on the other side, and the moth is very highly spiritual. The triangle with the line going through it at the top is the alchemical symbol for air, and this is the moth. And what Spirit is saying is that the loved one actually left all the darkness, and you know how the moth is attracted to the light and went over to the light because death is something that we're still trying to figure out. But I don't want to put my belief systems on you. I just want you to know that I believe it. You don't have to believe it. That I was told by a life coach of mine, and I think we should always be open-minded to receive energy, especially or suggestions about things that we don't really understand. It's important we keep an open mind. And he said that the person decides when they're gonna go. And I don't know, maybe that is true. We get to a point where we're just tired and we just let go. But again, I'm not saying that that's what happened here, or it's not what happened here. I'm just saying that death is a very complicated thing. But what we do know right now is that, and what Spirit is saying is that they're with you, even though they are in the 5D. And they're wanting you to accept that. So this is going to be a very specific message. And I just want to make clear, like, if this message isn't resonating, a reader once told me to, somebody that I really admire, and she said once, if you want your reader to read for you, it's important that you connect and actually watch the video, and so that when I do open and channel, I'm going to be channeling your energy, and I'm going to give you a reading that's going to resonate. So this message may not resonate, but it may. So let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, so here with the fairy godmother, I feel like this is the family member. They were this energy to you and still are. The fairy godmother is pure magic and lots of love and, transmuting, creating, how the fairy godmother and Cinderella created the beautiful gown and everything. And that's what moms and dads and, uncles, cousins, they when they love the little one, of course, they're going to make it so that your life is like that, and they're going to be a fairy godmother to a degree. well, in many senses of the word, right? And here with the topsy-turvy, I believe this is like the loss, but it's having to look at the dynamic in a different way, and it's still making sense. So it's like a new reality that, but they're still there, even though you see how the faces are. They change. I think this is like 3D, and then they went into your 5D, but you're not wanting to really accept that. Here with the Gland Corner is very, stuck energy, stuck in one frame of thinking, one way of looking at things, not allowing for your mind to be enlightened to this new possibility of having a relationship with a close family member or friend that's on the other side, because you're wanting the love. This is the fairy that was kissed by the pixies. It's a very in love energy, and that's what you're hanging on to. And you're not wanting to accept the truth. This is Sylvania. This is like Ace of Swords in the tarot, which is about communication and truth. But if you follow your intuition here, you'll be more connected to them than ever. But right now you're not feeling that here with the feline. You're feeling wounded. You probably relive, the loss. And what Spirit is telling you to do is to look at it differently, remember the love, and realize that you can still have this love. I personally have lost my mother, so I know. And the beauty about accepting and being receptive to our loved ones is that you can have a really beautiful relationship with them still. Because I do, and I know that you can too. So I know this was a heavy one, but I'm sending you all my love, and I know that we'll get through it together and you'll be fine. So I love you, Cancer. I'll see you next week.